Hi, Jill here, and I have quite a few things to show you today. Today is Black Friday, so of course this morning I did a lot of shopping. I did some scrapbooking shopping. I also have a rack, and then I was going to kind of show you around my stamp room because I've changed it again, what's new. Okay, so first of all, I got an amazing package from Jackie, who is Scrapping Latina. And this was waiting for me in the mail today. So let me show you. Now, I had mentioned in one of my videos that I had several of the Michael's vintagey dollar stamps, and I was missing a few. And she sent me a message asking me which ones I was missing and offered to send them to me, which was so sweet, which she did, but she also sent me, as you can see, a whole bunch of other things. So, here are the two that I was missing. The time and the key. Those are really cool. They're going to go up there with the other ones. And then she also sent me these pin buttons. They like pin on. Look how pretty those are. 4 different finishes. Love them. And this tape, that'll be fun to work with. Some laces. How cool is that? And this one's going on my Halloween mini. It already has a spot. I needed that already. She also sent me some Madame Delphine charms. These are the first Madame Delphine charms I have. I don't get a lot of charms. I love them, but I don't get them a lot. These really cute stickers. Look at that fish. Okay, I've been seeing these in her hauls. These are all pop dots. I'm not sure if you can see, but these are rectangles, and I also use the in-between parts. And then there's some circles on here, and there's more. I think like 2 of them. I'll find out when I get into it, but these are really cool shapes, and they're nice, thick. I like the firm pop dots. These are the flowers that she's been getting at her dollar store. Really cool. Those I can glimmer mist. And then look at these. They're all textured, heart-shaped flowers. I even like the leaves because they have a little bit of brown on them. Those will be great to work with. And some fun tickets. She's been observant and noticed I love working with tickets. And I'd seen some people get these in their haul videos, and I had wondered why none of my dollar stores had them. But these are going to be perfect for mini books, to age, and I like that I have a whole bunch of colors. Susan had sent me some great tickets, and she actually sent me 2 different batches. Then look at these little envelopes. They're like coin envelopes, just a little bit fatter, and I think they're a mini. That's what I think I'm going to do with those. We'll see. So that was awesome. So thank you so much, Jackie, for that. And as I mentioned, today was Black Friday. I had to get into these. Let's see. So I picked these up at Joann's. Joann's was the first craft store we went to this morning. We started actually last night, and we went to Sears and got some tools and a microwave and, you know, all the fun stuff for my husband. But then today, after that, we went over to Joann's, which is like the other side of town. And they had, of course, the doorbuster, a bunch of them, but they also had where they were giving out every customer a $5 gift card. So I got one, my son got one. And these were $1. I think those will go great with some of the other things I bought today, which you'll see. Okay, sorry about that. I also got a Sizzix die. All of their holiday dies were 75% off. So this one is the big die of the snowflake, which you can see, as well as a sizzlet. So they're normally $30. Well, they're always on sale, so, you know, it's not what you end up paying for them, but still. they were 75% off. So I got both of these for $7.50. So I was really excited about that. I got a paper pad at Michael's. And I know that a lot of these stores do that bait and switch thing. Luckily mine didn't. They actually put out new papers just for that. And this is the My Mind's Eye Sweet Dreams Holiday Avenue. There's 54 sheets of the glittered holiday papers. It's its description. And look at these papers. They're very vintage, shabby chic to me. This one's really cool. It's all glittery and aged. Like the perfect pack for me. So it was regularly $20. Then the doorbuster deal was 50% off. And then the register took 25% off with the coupon, a 25% off coupon. But somehow it took it off of the full price. So I got 25% off of the full price, which was $5. So this whole paper pack, I love this one, was $5. And I think it was probably a fluke, so I didn't go back and push my luck. That one's cool too. That one's not even. And then these, really neat. Okay, so that is my haul and my rack, but I have more of my haul. So let me move around a little here and show you. Thank you, baby. So, as I've told you, I moved my stamp room around. I just want to give you kind of a peek. I'm not going to go through all the drawers and stuff. I'm just going to kind of point out the basics. So I went back over to my desk, which is in the closet. So here's the half of the closet. You've seen this before. And there's where I was just sitting. So here's some of my most used stamps. A lot of the things I've gotten. My mini misters and my tape gun. You saw this in one of my hauls with all my tools in it. Of course, my trash can, my little holder that holds like my iPod, my phone, that kind of thing. These are my mounted stamps. I don't have a lot. My Stampin' Up! Stamps, tools and such. This is my hutch. And then I keep stuff up here. My toaster oven's over there, you can see. And these are my ink pads. This is the book that Susan made me. Keep it up there. I can look up and see it all the time. It's probably one of the most things in my view. And then you've seen this before. And then I have like a little cubby where my husband built a shelf for me. My heat gun. And then over here on the wall I have one of my cutters, which is my cutter pea that I don't really use as much anymore. There's my laces. Let me scoot back. I'm kind of pushing the chair. So this is kind of my old layout. So then here are my, shown these to you before, that's all my unmounted stamps in there. Clear and Tim Holtz and Posture over here, and then the rest of my collections right here. Those are my Copics. You can see my new thing. There's all my flowers that I've gotten recently, and my newest Martha Stewart stamp set. And these are my stamp cabinets, and here's the other doorbuster items I got. Okay, so, well, we'll start with this guy. I had said that I wanted a Cricut. And if the doorbusters went ridiculous and went down to $50, I'd get a Cricut. Well, Joann's went to $59 on the Cricut. And as you can see, I haven't even opened it. I have to get into that. And if you also remember, I mentioned my son and I each got $5 coupons to Joann's. So my son pointed out, as the woman handed him a Cricut as we came in the door, because we walked right up to them and then she handed them out, because they didn't have a lot. So when she handed it to him, he said, "Mom, we have those 2 coupons, so here's your $50 Cricut." It's the little guy. I'm going to try it out. Then Michael's had the Gypsy for $99.99, so $100. And so I had gone and looked at it when I bought my $5 paper pack, and Then my husband came home from work because he had to work this morning, played around with the new tools I bought him, and he said, you know what? I mentioned it to him. He said, you know what? Go get it. Because you're not going to see it at $100 a lot. And he thought I'd like the Gypsy more than the Cricut itself for the features it can make my Cricut do. So, here's all my Cricut stuff that came with it. And I have the deep edge cutter somewhere. I know I put them somewhere. This is my regular one. Then they had $20 Cricut cartridges. So I got the snowflake one, which is so cool. Look, it makes dimensional snowflakes. Sorry for the glare. Still haven't got my lighting worked out in this room. And then I got the winter collection. And it's so funny because they had this cartridge in a box for $27.99. Then they had it in this container as a limited edition winter collection for $20. And so I picked that up. Okay, so now you've seen all my new stuff. So let me show you how it's all crammed in here. So you know my stamp cabinets right here that hold like all my embossing powders, glitters in these trays. And all of my punches go on the door. And I have tons of stuff in those. I have some of my certificates from things like Ranger U, Copic certification, some cards I've sent and received. Again, more stuff. Some storage. My Big Kick. My Cuddlebug. My Big Bite. And just my regular Crocodile. And then my Bind It All. This is where it gets kind of messy because this is the corner of the room. But I have stuff up here. These are my CD storage that I keep my Sizzix folders, my Cuddlebug, and my Spellbinder dies all organized in. The rest of my mounted stamps, my ribbon, and then all of my embellishments. This is my pile of stuff that needs to be sent out. This is the messy stuff. All of my work in progress, my wish lists, that kind of stuff. And then this is where I have a really bright light. Babe, get off the bed, please. I told you. Sorry about that. I have some of my big mounted stamps. Sorry, I forgot to show that because there's a glare, but this is my tray. And this is pretty much my Tim Holtz station. And then down here is a bunch of my embellishments. And things like magazine articles and all that stuff that I keep. And all of my mini books. It's like here's my finished mini books. Some of them. And embellishments, things in progress. Okay, and Susan, this is for you. It's a quick view. This is the bed I told you about with the vintage Ralph Lauren bedspread, which is really busy, but I love it. Got this when I was 15, so it is officially an antique. And these are my husband's cars, and then we're going to put some shelves over here. And then that brings us back to the really messy closet. Here's my chair, my paper racks, and my 12 by 12 storage. And then this again is just where I have tubs and the boxes of things I just bought. And then we're back here to my paper, and then this is my shelf of some things that people have got me, my Bird Mini, Char made me that, you know, that kind of stuff. And there's my papers, and we are back. So, there's my hall, my rack, and my room as it is, with all the new tools in it. And I had to show Susan that I actually fit everything in. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.